Okay, so the question today is I have a rocky relationship with my children. I'm afraid none of them will take care of me when I grow old. How should I strengthen my relationship with them, and how do I overcome this fear? Okay, so we're just going to put it here. Okay, so what I have drawn up, this is currently the energy that this person is experiencing. So first of all, this kind of thing is actually keeping up the person up at night, thinking about it a lot. She's also planning on, okay, I'm assuming that is a she, okay, but if it's a he is all right, okay. So, but she's also planning, you're also planning on what to do in the future. Apparently this thoughts and what you're going to do in the future, you have to juggle these two thoughts, because on the one hand you're thinking a lot of negativity, and on the other hand you're also trying to be positive about it. So there is a juggling between these positive and negative energy. Okay, so there is this juggling of the positive and negative energy. Okay, so now I'm going to draw up some cards about your children's energy. How do your children view this? Okay, Page of Wheels. Or Pentacles. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Two more cards. Eight of Wheels or Eight of Pentacles. And the Five of Cups. Okay, so what I'm getting at is that they do want to offer some kind of truth with you, but at the same time they're also they kind of like feel despondent about the past, what the past has happened. But generally they want to offer some kind of truth with you, and they have been building up to it, okay, or they kind of like acknowledge the good points about the relationship, and they also think about the parts that they regret during the relationship. I'm kind of sensing that they're also being remorseful of their own actions. Okay, so from what I see here, there is faults on both sides, but here, which is looks very promising, is that you want to reach an agreement. You're planning to see how you can reach an agreement, and they, on the other hand, they want to offer a truce here. Kind of like they want to meet you halfway as well, okay? But it's a Page of Wheels. They don't know how to go about it, or this kind of situation is going to be awkward. Okay, so in that sense, it's good. Okay, so once again, the question is, how should I strengthen my relationship with them, and how should I overcome this fear? So to overcome this fear, I think you have no choice but to strengthen the relationship with your children. Okay, I'm going to look into the future energy. Okay, the future energy, what's going to happen? Okay, so once again, you kind of like you're planning on reconciliation. You're thinking of ways to plan. And there is something in the past that has hurt you. Okay, and you're thinking a lot about this. So in terms of the negative and positive energy, you're doing a balancing act. That means you're going from negative thoughts to positive thoughts. They, on the other hand, also basically about the same thing. So there is regret on both sides here. But on the one hand, they want to build up the relationship, and they want to offer you, but they are inexperienced when it comes to these things. They don't know how to approach you. Okay, even though they do want kind of like a truce here. At the same time, they also regret what has happened in the past. Okay, so right now we're going to see what's going to happen in what's the likely outcome. What is the likely outcome or the energy of the relationship between you and your children? Okay, Six of Swords. Okay, Eight of Cups and the Chariot. Okay, so from what I see here is like it's like the two of you are moving towards there is something which is missing here. There's something which is missing here. Something which is not being discussed. Something which is not being discussed. Something that is kind of like taboo kind of thing. And so this is where, so there's a situation here where on both sides, maybe on your side and on their side, it's kind of like a taboo kind of thing. Okay, so that is, you know, critical to the family and where is like not acceptable to one of the sides. And yeah, so the thing is, to mend the relationship, it seems that you two would have to kind of like accept that there will be some things which will not be discussed, that there will be some things that you just have to accept from others. Okay, and the Six of Swords, and the thing is, what I can see here is that the relationship will move from turbulent waters to calmer waters, and that it will be balanced after this and it will go on strong. Okay, so what's the advice here? The advice here is just to move on. Okay, don't worry so much about what you have, but just keep on moving on. Whether the issues are dealt with, it doesn't matter, to just let it go. So the moment you let it go, then what happens is that you can actually, you and your children can actually pass on, sorry, not pass on, but then move from turbulent relationship to a calmer relationship. And the relationship here is going to be solid, it's going to be balanced, and it's going to be moved. But the advice here would be is just to keep on moving. Okay, just accept the fact that everything will not be solved. You won't have all the answers, and that there will be some issues which is not resolved, which is perfectly fine. Okay, which is perfectly fine. We don't need to harp on those issues. Okay, so okay, so now I'm just going to look at what is the advice here from the spiritual guides. What's the advice from the spiritual guides? Make plan and focused. And the other one is guardian angel, you are not alone. So from what the guides are trying to say is that you have to, yes, both sides have to make plans and focus on the positive sides of the relationship, and that you are not alone. That means you are not alone, that you want to resolve this issue. You are not alone because your children are also thinking the same thing. So the energy here, there has been a lot of hurt in the past, and there could be some misunderstanding. There's some remorse here on their side and as well as on your side. Here you are struggling to balance out the positive thoughts and the negative thoughts, and you have to give yourself some credit for this, in the sense that you're balancing. But it's time. But the main card here is that you are wanting to plan to reconcile. Okay, and then for your children, they have also been trying to build up on the positive parts of this relationship, and they really want to offer you something solid. Okay, but I think you need to make the first move, okay, because they are page of wheels in the sense that, yes, if they do offer you, it may come about as awkward and there could be a bit of negativity, but you have to bear in mind that this is a first time experience for them. Okay, so in that sense, they are the page of wheels. So they do want to offer you, but it may come out as awkward. There could be some negativity, but you need to move on. You need to move on. Don't dwell on the negativity. Okay, so if it's anything, it should be you who lead by not dwelling onto the negativity. Okay, so that means just move forward and look into the future, not dwell so much on what you don't have. Okay, but look into the brighter side. Okay, what your children can offer you. Okay, because once you do that, then you're going to move from the turbulent relationship into a calmer and stronger and more solid and stable relationship. So it's like, it's all up to you. So basically, the advice from the spirits is that you need to make plans and you need to focus on the positivity, on the positive aspects of the relationship with your children. You just need to forge on. So don't pay too much attention into your negative thoughts. Look more towards planning and focusing on the positivity, and I'm sure your children also wanting to do the same thing, because here the other card says you are not alone. Okay, so basically thing is, at the end of the day, you need to focus on the positive aspects of the relationship. Right now you're at a stage where you're balancing the two, so you need to focus on the positive aspects. They are more or less doing it. However, they do have some regret or remorse over their actions. Okay, Five of Cups here. They do have, and they are thinking about it. They are thinking about it. They are thinking about it, but so this is where, yeah, they're thinking something is missing as well. They're thinking about something is missing as well, but they do want to offer you. Okay, so the other thing is you just need to move on. Okay, Eight of Cups, you're finding that there is something which needs to be resolved. So you want to find something that can help, kind of like is the missing link. And the missing link is this: you just need to get out of your negative thoughts. Okay, you just need to forgive and get out of your negative thoughts. Okay, and so once you do that, then it's like you and your children, the relationship is going to be more solid, and it's going to be more stable, and it's just going to move forward, and it's going to be balanced. So the advice from the spirits here is to make plans and basically to focus on the positive side. Okay, that is because when it comes to any relationships between children and parents, you know, there are some which is something that you don't like, but to do justice to the relationship, you just need to move on. Okay, and you are not alone, meaning that to mend this relationship, you're not thinking about it also, but also your children. Okay.